people had a little bit of snow in our area, didn't they?
Yeah, I had to look for it, but there were some areas. This was Hitchin in Hertfordshire this morning, so a dusting of snow which quickly then cleared away. But for others looking out for the snow, well, it was a fairly soggy start around about the same time. This was Tower Bridge, but thankfully that system has been clearing away eastwards through the day to leave many of us with some sunshine around. But what that means overnight is that, of course, we've got clear skies, and that will eventually lead to an ice risk. We have a yellow warning from the Met Office for ice, some slippery surfaces, temperatures quite widely falling below zero, -4 or -5 away from the capital. So as we head into tomorrow, it's a cold, frosty and in places icy start. There'll be some spells of sunshine, but what you'll notice down to the southwest is that cloud will be gradually gathering and building and working its way north and eastwards through the day. Most will stay dry for much of daylight hours, but you could start to see some rain arriving in from the southeast towards the end of the day. Lighter winds than what we've seen today. Temperatures still no great shakes, 6 or 7 Celsius. And then this is all attached to a frontal system, which will start to then push its way north and east through the evening and overnight. The heaviest of the rain to the north of the centre of London, further south perhaps mainly dry, but we'll start to see some milder air nudging in on this, and as we get rid of one front there's another one waiting in the wings. But it looks like for much of Sunday it should be mainly dry for us, and actually through Sunday morning we should see some spells of sunshine. What we'll notice is that the winds will be strengthening, coming from the southwest, so a much milder direction. Some good spells of sunshine through the morning before that cloud starts to build, and later in the day we could start to see some rain, but much of Sunday dry and also much milder, and we'll keep that milder theme as we head into Monday. But yes, once again we've got another Atlantic front pushing its way across. Notice the isobars are quite close together, so once again it's going to be fairly wet and windy. So the good news is that we are starting to lose some of the colder conditions for a time, although it will be wet and windy and looks like it will be quite cold again on Tuesday. Alice, back to you.
OK, thanks Alina.